Begamara, Perek, Chelek, Daf Kufay Amud Bilam below So in Gemara in Sanhedrin, it says that Bilam is made up of the words below without a nation, va'inyin, and the concept is dichsiv b'ruv hadras melech, that with the multitude of the nation, that's when you have the beauty or the glory of the king. And this also refers above, that in order to have the glory of the king, like we say in davening, the honor of the glory of his kingship, and that you've worn splendor and glory. So how do you do that? It's through having a multitude of a nation. And that's why you had the giving of the Torah when you had 600,000 that corresponded with the 4 flags of the camps of the Shekhinah and so forth. With that great multitude, that's when you can have that kind of revelation. And look what it says about the 4 flags. What it says, and look, in the concept of the multitude of nation in the Mamar Vata Yigdalna, that wasn't printed. V'hinei Bilam ratza laharos kiloi malchus shemayim. Now Bilam desired to destroy the revelation of the kingship of heaven, or lahagbir malchus the klippus noga, and to strengthen the kingship of the klippus noga, of the klippa of Israel below and that's through not having a nation. Shiratza hayalotia, that he wanted, this should never happen again. Laharos bechinas to destroy the concept of the nation. That was his main goal. That is to say, this idea of that you should be for me a treasure amongst all the nations, and like it's written, in order to establish you today as a nation and so forth. And this concept of establishing the Jewish nation as Hashem's nation is a concept of Rosh Hashanah. And therefore the accusers on Rosh Hashanah, they're a concept of Bilam. Now this is their desire to accuse or to prosecute against this idea of establishing you as a nation. Further there in the Gemara, Bilam shebala that Bilam is from the language of to destroy or wear out the nation. Bilbel Rashi. What does that mean? Rashi says, Bilbel Yisrael Beit Saso, that he confused Israel with his advice. Balak he mixed up Israel in his advice that he gave to Balak and so forth. In mabul. Now the concept of a flood, hulash and shibala, is this language of to wipe away, bilbel mabul derech shviras hakelim, and the concept of mixing up. And the mabul is similar to the idea of breaking of the vessels, the olam tohu, of the world of tohu. Ein sham b'zeh b'Torah or Parshas Noach b'biral pasuk mayim rabim. Look what's brought in Torah or about multiple waters. And so too the concept of Bilam, he wanted to destroy the fixing of holiness, and to draw down the garments of tohu. So he wanted to restart the tohu against the Tikun, to destroy the Tikun, and bring back the garments of tohu. Gam achar olam hatikun. But even after the world of Tikun, you still have a likeness of this. Al derech kuchibrichu begalusa salik la'ela la'ela chulu, and that's the idea of that the Holy One, blessed be He, in exile, goes upwards and further up, goes upwards twice. V'azaynim shech levushim dekadrus chulu. When the Shechina goes upwards, when the kuchibrichu goes upwards, then you have these garments of darkness. Levushim dekadrus chulu. Ein sham. And that's the concept of that He wiped out the nation, that you have a concept of nation, but you have a histalkos like the orchos of tohu, like so kuchibrichu in galos goes up, so it's like a histalkos of orchos of tohu, so it's similar to the idea of shviras hakelim, and that's the concept of bala, which is the haros hatikun. If shalom perish bilam lashon bala, we can also say bilam is from the language of to swallow. A third idea, like the Torah states, they won't come and see when the holiness is swallowed. Of Parshas Bamidbar lashon kibala sarasdavar bitulo. And this was what the Bechaya says. This is bala is a concept of removing something and nullifying it. And similar to the idea of in the path of your conducting yourself, will be swallowed. And the path that you're going will be swallowed up. Yeshaya Siman Gimel Yud Beis. V'targum Yonasan, and then Yeshaya over there, Yonasan translates Vorach Shvilcha Kilkulu, and the path of and the straightness of your path will be ruined. You can say orchotecha bileu, so you don't have to say it's to kilkel like Yonasan does, but you could say it's a language of swallowing. Because what are your paths? Those are the 365 paths of the Torah, which are called the paths, that the revelation of the name of Havaya comes down those paths and reveals itself as a sort of orchos Havaya, and that's the concept of the paths of Havaya. Like it says, He will guard, and your children will guard the path of Havaya by Avraham Avinu, like it says on the verse. A Mamar on the verse, I will sing to Hashem that He's very exalted. Torah b'shir hashirim al pasuk mitnecha. V'hem bileu sh'istalika or l'shosho, and it'll be swallowed. That the light will go back up to its source. That it won't come down this path. It won't come down the paths of Havaya. V'yishar l'mata choshech v'el m'chulan below will remain darkness and hiding. And to explain it according to Kabbalah, this verse in the Torah, they will not come to see when it swallows the holiness, when the honor is swallowed, that is, that it goes back to up to its supernal source, to the holy above. So that's Kabbalah as hakodesh, when the holiness is swallowed back to its kodesh, back to its source. Nimtza shezehu istalkus or vagulei milamata. So that's a concept. Then it's an idea of the light going upwards, and the revelation being removed back up. Bilam, and this was the main desire of Bilam. That the honor of Hashem should be swallowed and included back up in the source above. And this revelation should not be below at all. And like the concept of the contraction of the light, that the light went up and was included in the luminary, and that you should not have afterwards the drawing down of the divine revelation of the line of the kav from the infinite light. back into the Tzimtzum, Bechinas V'hanora Kel Elyon Chulu, which is the concept of V'hanora Kel Elyon. So that's the concept of V'hanora and Kel Elyon is this concept of a Gili of Arich, of the Kav from above. Like the Arizal explains, but rather that the world should conduct itself, God forbid, the way it was, and it shouldn't be again in darkness. They called and all of this is through the concept of without a nation, and that's why it says specifically that Moab was fearful of the nation because there were many, specifically because they were many, and that is through the concept of Israel being for him a nation. Also the concept of many is this idea of with the many of the nation is the glory of the king. And it's known what it says about Tzur, that I will fill the destruction, that when Tzur is destroyed, so Yerushalayim is filled, and vice versa, chas v'shalom. So when you have revelation of Malchus Shemayim, so the Klippas Noga is directly opposed and falls down and so forth. So it's one or the other. It's either Kedusha or Klippa. So they saw their downfall, so they wanted to get advice from Bilam how to get back. With his mouth, like it's brought in the Nevuah of Daniel, when he saw the mouth on the horn of the fourth beast, that it had a a mouth that was speaking great things against Hashem. And so the concept of the mouth is the concept of that Hashem's mouth spoke. It's the concept of, like by Migdal Bavel, that says, let's make ourselves bricks, which are the letters, like the concept of, so the concept of a brick is like the concept of a makif, of Levona. So we're talking about Bilam using words, and the concept is that you have this concept of words and Kedusha, and you have this makif of the words of Levona. Now the small letters are Zer'an Pina Nukva, which are the life of the world, derech hateva, which in the natural order. Yesh me'ayin, something from nothing, v'asvan v'rav ravan, and the letters that are big letters, like the concept of what Yeshaya asked the king, ask for a sign, all the way up. So os also means letter. So os hagbe alamayla, it means a letter that's high up, which is like a os rav, a great os, a big os. So full rav ravan is kineged the osios gedolos, the big letters, osios the os rav. Ach Bilam hamshachasurak bechitzoni os hashpos kashmis, but Bilam only had his flow from the most external physical flow, kinyan leveni manal, like the concept of the makif, that the klippa only gets from the makif, from the choraim of the makif. They get this physical flow, like the concept of the bricks of levona, sakaf levena chulu. So the concept of somebody who lifted up a stone and bowed down to it. Like the concept of how the umos, the nations, receive from Hashem's great kindness from the Makif Dibur Amaskil B'Shalach Val Moshe. That was like in Mitzrayim. He had this Zakav Levin, I guess, because they had the avoda in Little Bone Levanim in Mitzrayim. Val Moshe Pel Pel Daber Bo Pe Darich Anpin. But Moshe represents the opposite idea of the great letters that mouth to mouth all speak to him, not from Zah, but from Arich. So you have great letters from Arich and not small letters from Zah. Ein Ramaz Veschanan Kuf Pe Alef Sof Amud Alef. Ein Loidik Kvad Pe Bittul Misam Pe Adam Klu. Through the concept of being heavy of mouth, and here it's L'mal Yusa. It's for the greatness of Moshe, that he was nullified, his mouth, that he recognized who gave mouth to man. So he nullified his mouth, the Pe of Zav, of small letters, into the Pe of Arich. So that's the concept of recognizing the Shorish of the Pe. So that is the great letters. And then Bilam had to afterwards recognize that he was a nation that stood alone. Badad Shem and Saf in Mischaber. Can Yisrael? So that alone, just like oil, floats and doesn't connect with other liquids. So to Israel, v'zeu hein. So that's the concept of hein. Of it is so. Ein al-Sheikh, but look in the al-Sheikh. I guess he explains the concept of hein and how exactly that means that. It is so. The concept of, like it's brought in the Medrash, that you can connect the different letters. Aleph and Tes make 10, and Beis and Ches make 10, and so forth. But Hey doesn't have a partner. So too, in the Aleph Beis in general, Nun is in the middle, just like Hey is in the middle, and they don't have partners. So this is the concept of Hein. Those two letters that don't have partners, they're alone. Therefore, they're like the oil that's like Yisrael. Balak Yishlomar